Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about 10 things you need to know before you buy the Pfister Comet SR. So this is likely going to be the last Doomsday Heist drip feeding vehicle. And now, about a week ago, I could have almost told you with certainty that would have been the case, but we saw with what Rockstar did earlier this week where they skipped the order on the website. So I don't know when this vehicle is going to be coming out. We know for a fact it'll be happening in the next 2 weeks. It could be the next one or the one after that. But anyways, we're going to be talking about 10 things you need to know about this vehicle before you end up buying. The first thing is the price. It's not too terribly expensive. It kind of is for sports cars, but as far as like normal 2018 vehicle prices go, it's not bad. It's $1,145,000. It's a two-seater sports car, just like the other versions of the Comet. Every single version of the Comet we've gotten so far has been a sports car. And that brings me to the next point I want to talk about. Let's do a comparison between the other three Comets we have in the game. So we have the normal Comet, which is going to be the most comparative version we look at today. We have the Comet Retro Custom, and we have the Comet Safari. Now, the Comet Retro Custom and the Comet Safari are the same body style, just one of them is more of like an off-road variant, and that's what we see in the Comet Safari. So really for this video, we're going to be comparing the regular Comet and the Comet SR. And there are a lot of differences, including the taillights, the bumpers, the fenders, the back bumper itself. The interior is completely different, which we'll touch on in a little bit. There's different customization, which you guys will ultimately see. So even though the name of this vehicle is really similar, Comet, Comet SR, know you're getting a completely new vehicle for the most part. This is not a situation where you take the Comet into LSC and you get it upgraded, or you take it into Benny's and you get it upgraded. It's a completely new and different vehicle. So I know I'm going to probably get some questions regarding that, but there are differences with this vehicle. Now, they are similar because at the end of the day, they are the same car for the most part. In case you're wondering, the regular Pfister Comet is based off the Porsche 911, whereas the Comet SR is based off of Porsche's new 911 GT2 RS, which is sort of a souped up, upgraded version of that vehicle. So it's really cool. Obviously, this vehicle in real life is incredibly beautiful, and the one we've received in GTA 5 is equally as beautiful as well. I'm a huge fan of this vehicle. Now, let's get on to some things about this car that I particularly find interesting. The first of those is the headlights. Now, I've seen a lot of people complaining about the headlights. They don't exactly love the shape or the design. I'm actually on the other side. I actually really like them. Now, one thing I think is pretty cool is the way you get between the normal headlights and then the bright headlights or the high beams. So when you have the normal headlights on, you're going to have that top rectangle, the little mini rectangle inside of it, and then one horizontal bar. When you turn on the brights, you end up getting a second horizontal bar and then the second sort of rectangle with mini rectangle inside of it. So it's definitely a unique look. At least at a minimum, Rockstar made the bright lights work, where you get like an extra set of lights that are on. And they're really bright. I don't know if this is, different from any other car, but they were really bright when I was recording this video. So I don't know, maybe they're brighter than normal, but those are the headlights. I actually really enjoy them. I know a lot of people haven't really been, but I actually have. The next thing about this car that you might find pretty interesting is there's a lot of carbon fiber. Now, luckily for you, if you're not a fan of carbon fiber, Rockstar have actually made all of those options upgradable, meaning you can make them for the primary color or the secondary color. So by default, both of the bumpers actually have carbon fiber on them, but you can change both of those if you want. The hood is not carbon fiber, but if you want to change that, you can. So that's something else you can modify. The roof is carbon fiber as well, but you can actually change that, which is really cool. Same with the skirts. They're carbon fiber, but you can change that if you want. Really, the only thing you can't change that is carbon fiber, but I actually think it looks really good, is the mirrors. The mirrors will be carbon fiber. There's no way to adjust them or upgrade them. It's like Rockstar make this car so customizable, but the one thing they leave out is mirrors. Like, I don't understand that. I feel like that would have been the easiest thing for them to do. There are spoiler options as well. Some of them are carbon fiber, but you can choose to leave them off if you want. And then moving on to the wheels, they aren't really all that unique as well. The wheels are just a simple high-end wheel. They're actually chromatic Z. So when you get this in your game, whenever Tuesday it comes out, you won't have to mess around with the iFruit app. If you want to color them, a different color, make them alloy or chrome or whatever, you can simply just choose Chromatic Z and then go from there. Now, one thing I don't love about this vehicle is the interior. I don't think the interior is all that unique or great, especially for a really cool sports car like this. There is the Pfister logo, but really other than that, it's just a normal interior. You also can't change anything on the inside. Updating the primary or the secondary color won't have any changes. In fact, the only thing it will change, the primary color will have an impact on the fixed roll cage. Now, I'm using the word fixed on purpose here. You can't remove the roll cage. And for me, I'm actually a little bit disappointed in this because I don't necessarily love the look of roll cages in cars. You might, and if so, this is great because this one comes with one by default, but there's no way to remove it. And I think that's a little unfortunate because I would have loved to make a little bit of a cleaner look here, and removing that roll cage would have sufficed that. But unfortunately, you can't do that. So you are kind of stuck with the roll cage. And if that's something you don't like, you might really be stuck. I guess the only way you could get around that is making the window tint full black so that you don't necessarily have to see it when you're ultimately driving. Moving on to a little bit more of the interior of the car. We've talked about vehicles that really want you to know what type of vehicle you're driving. The Comet is one of them. It has Comet written on like the bottom of the door sill on both the passenger and the driver's side. So you know what you're getting there. This is a mid-engine car, so the trunk in the front is completely empty. It doesn't have anything in it. And my least favorite part about this car is when we get to the back, the engine. What is this, Vice City? This is the most ugliest, low texture resolution engine of all time. I mean, Rockstar. Come on, man. That is the ugliest looking engine ever. It's like they put so much detail into this car, and then they got the engine and said, we'll just slap some 2D texture in there. No one's going to notice. This looks so ugly, and I don't know what they were thinking when they did this. It just doesn't make any sense at all that this car is so beautiful, but that engine is just really, really ugly in my opinion. All right, and the final thing we're going to be talking about today regarding the Pfister Comet SR is its top speed. Now, I was able to get this close to 126, 127 miles per hour, and I'm not sure if that's all that fast or not. Just from the couple of times I've driven this car in single player and how I've noticed it on, the various roads of Los Santos, I think this is going to be a pretty competitive vehicle. I would imagine that Rockstar would have to make it pretty nice competitive-wise, performance-wise, because there's going to be a lot of people that will see this car and say, Comet SR, do I really want a vehicle that, we've had around since 2013? That'll be like their first impression. So I feel like Rockstar will really have to make this car excel in races and stuff like that. So overall, I think it is pretty great handling-wise, and that top speed I think is okay, 125, 126 miles per hour. But again, we'll get more information when this vehicle actually releases. But for now, overall, I'm pretty impressed with the performance of the Comet SR. To me, it feels pretty good. But anyways, that right there is 10 things that you need to know before you buy the Comet SR in Grand Theft Auto Online. Overall, I'm still a really big fan of this vehicle. There's just a couple weird quirks that I think are really strange about this car that I wish weren't around. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this vehicle. Are you going to be buying it when it arrives in online, or are you going to be skipping out on it? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. We like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.